Hey guys, it's Marko again, and as you probably have guessed it, it's time for Fire Mage guide for pre-patch. Currently the worst and the least popular mage spec, but they aren't garbage. They still hold a decent DPS, so let's check how to play them. Talents. All the mage specs are pretty much streamlined on talent trees. The only real choice for Fire Mages comes in the last talent row, but let's quickly check all the talents. Searing Touch is the way to go in the first row. While Firestarter can see some play, it generally offers less power than Searing Touch. And Pyromaniac is flat off garbage. Shimmer is the easiest pick, since it's the only talent which offers more mobility in this row. Rune of Power is essential for Fire Mages, since all their damage comes from Burst, which fits Rune of Power excellently. Incanter's Flow and Focus Magic offer consistent damage, while that's not the way of Fire. Flame On is the best talent of them all, quite an OP talent, giving much less cooldown on Fire Blasts and one additional stack. It's just irreplaceable. Other talents in this row have no chance versus this. Frantic Speed is another easy pick for Fire Mages. We want to have more mobility in PvE, especially in the raids. While Ice Ward and Ring of Frost may prove useful in some raid and Mythic Plus situations. Frantic Speed is just an optimal choice, especially since Scorch is the part of our execute, so we benefit from the move speed bonus without thinking too much about it. Now comes the tricky row. Conflagration is the way to go if you don't want to think. It offers some damage in solo target situations and multiple target situations as well. But really, if you want to min-max, Living Bomb can be better in some AoE raid fights with a lot of mobs coming in. For example, Hyman and Vexiona. But you need to think about it, and even if played perfectly, it won't offer a lot more damage than Conflagration. The last talent in this row is Flame Patch, and it's actually a go-to talent for me in Mythic Plus situations, and it can be good on Vexiona for example. It offers a lot of damage consistently in AoE situations. And for the last row, we also have two choices, Meteor and Kindling. You can take either one, 50% of mages play with Meteor, other 50% take Kindling. I personally prefer Kindling since I like to combust more. So it's up to you to decide what do you want to play. For me, Kindling is more fun than Meteor. That's it for the talents, now for the major essences. There are only two viable major essences, and those are Memory of Lucid Dreams and Worldvein Resonance. If you take Worldvein Resonance, you immediately lock in Kindling as your last talent option. While with Memory of Lucid Dreams, you can still choose and have a bit more diversity. Again, I'm leaning more toward Memory plus Kindling, but that's more of a personal preference, since I find this more fun to play because it offers combustion every 40ish to 50ish seconds. Minor essences. So first, if you're running Worldvein Resonance as major, you're always taking Memory of Lucid Dreams as minor essence. The other two essences are usually Vision of Perfection and Ancient Flame. I recommend running Vision of Perfection for safe combusting with Worldvein Resonance, but you may as well swap out Vision and Flame for something else, like Breath of the Dying, Conflict and Strife or Focused Energy, depending on what you need. And now, if you're running Memory of Lucid Dreams, there is a lot of options for minor essences, and it all depends on the way you want to play your Fire Mage. If you take Vision of Perfection as your minor essence, you immediately lock in Kindling as your last talent option, and you will have two small combustions in between big memory combustions. I recommend this option since it's more fun. Other two minor essences you want to run with this are going to be Ancient Flame and Conflict and Strife, or Focused Energy or Breath of the Dying, depending on your stats, but everyone takes Ancient Flame. The other option is not taking Vision of Perfection and taking Meteor instead of Kindling. When you do that, you always want to have Ancient Flame as your minor. Other two minors are all about your preference and the stats you need. You may take Conflict and Strife or Focused Energy, or even Breath of the Dying, depending on what you need with your gear, and again I recommend using simulations to determine what is best for you. That's all for Azerite Essences. It was a long topic, but Fire Mages have their fun with it since there is a lot of options. But now, Azerite Traits. You just want to have 3 times Blaster Master. After that, you want to have at least 1 Wildfire. After having that 1 Wildfire, you can choose to have 1 to 2 Hearts of Darkness, 1 to 2 Fire Mines, or additional Wildfire plus Heart of Darkness. Basically, you're playing with the last 2 Azerite traits. I personally prefer having 1 of each, which makes Helm from N'Zoth, Shoulders from Carapace, and Skitra Chest the best Azerite pieces combination. Trinkets. Unlike with other 2 specs, Fire has some option when it comes to trinkets. Most of the players are running Highborn Compendium of Storms and Corrupted Gladiator's Badge. But if you have low item level badge, you can replace it with Balefire Branch. And the last option is high item level Ashara's Font of Power instead of Highborn Compendium. Other 3 trinkets which you may use if you really don't have any of these is Psyche Shredder, Manifesto of Madness, or Vita Charge Titan Shard. Stats. As every other mage spec, Intellect is your priority and you want to have 2 Intellect gems. You kinda want to avoid critical as Fire Mage, so keep it low. Aim to have 180 to 220 haste, 150 to 180 mastery, and as much versatility as you can get. So around 250 to 280 versatility. Again, I'm just saying these stats after checking the best Fire Mages out there, so focus on your own simulations. Opener and rotation. There are 3 different openers depending on your build. They don't differ a lot, but I'll still talk about all 3. Meteor Opener. Precast Pyroblast or Fireball into Memory of Lucid Dreams plus Prepot plus Hero, followed by Meteor plus Combustion plus Trinket plus Berserking. Into Phoenix Flames, then spam Fire Blast plus Pyroblasts until you lose all your Fire Blast stacks, but make sure that it's Fire Blast plus Bracers plus Pyroblast. Into Fire Blast plus Pyroblast plus Counterspell. Then followed by Fire Blast plus Pyroblast for 3 to 4 times. Then after that, do Phoenix Flames if you run out of Fire Blast stacks, Rune of Power when the first one is over, and just do your normal noodle rotation with building up Pyroblasts. Fireball, 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 get a crit, do a Fire Blast plus Pyroblast, and so on. With this build, you want to do Meteor for every Rune of Power, and your second go should be at 2 minutes. So no little combustions in between, and get Hot Streak ready before doing Memory of Lucid Dreams. I'll now demonstrate this.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Second opener. Memory of Lucid Dreams without Meteor. Completely same process except one thing. First spell you cast after Memory is going to be Phoenix Flames plus Combustion and so on. Now you will have a lot of small combustions every like 40ish to 50ish seconds, and you prepare yourself with a hot streak. You can get it by getting a building up buff and start casting Fireball, and right at the end of the cast turn on Combustion for a guaranteed crit and just go for Pyroblast plus Fireblast, Pyroblast plus Fireblast and so on. Try to save some Fireblasts for every combustion. When you run out of Fireblasts, try throwing some Phoenix Flames if they're off cooldown, or Scorches. Here's a small demonstration.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Third opener with Worldvein Resonance. This one is a bit different than the others. There is a bit less Fireblast spamming, and you want to go like this. Precast Pyroblast or Fireball into Worldvein Resonance plus Prepot plus Hero. Into Phoenix Flames plus Combustion plus Trinket plus Racial plus Fireblast. Pyroblast plus Fireblast, Pyroblast plus Fireblast plus Bracers into Pyroblast plus Fireblast plus Counterspell into Pyroblast plus Fireblast into Pyroblast, Phoenix Flames, Pyroblast, Fireblast plus Pyroblast, and so on. Cast Rune of Power off cooldown and wait with Combustion for Worldvein Resonance. For second go, you should get your hot streak ready, and the second go should go something like this. Worldvein Resonance into Combustion plus Pyroblast plus Fireblast, Pyroblast plus Fireblast, Pyroblast, Phoenix Flames, Pyroblast, Scorch, Pyroblast plus Fireblast, Pyroblast, and so on. And a last small demonstration.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
With all the demonstrations done, I must say that I didn't have my weak auras for Blaster Master and I could do a bit better job maintaining my stacks, but I did fine. And that wraps up the video. This was a bit longer and more challenging video to make, but I had my fun making it. So if you found this video useful and enjoyable, please leave a like for my hard work and consider subscribing. In the next video I'll be on Shadowlands beta, looking at the newest changes. But until then, take care.